What are you doing? Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, come on. What are you doing? Why? What are you doing with your life? With your life? What are you doing? What are you doing? I had a request for more slide whistle. So, oh, we gotta get another episode of the Dougcaster here. We gotta rock. I wanna rock. Ooh. I won't. No, then he goes, I want to. Okay. Man, if you're gonna fuck it up, you better not fucking do it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck you gonna do? Shit. Okay, so I got the Burgess Beardmore song all recorded and mixed and mastered, and I'm really happy with it. Of course, it could be better, but perfection is the enemy of good. What I gotta do is I gotta get a photo. Do any of you let me know? Hit me up. I need like an old-timey bathtub, like a metal tub that you might see. Like it's not very big either. You're sitting up in it, like your knees are up. You know, like you'd see a prospector scrubbing in. Like from a seat of deadwood. Or even though maybe even smaller. So like a prospector. I want to look like a fucking prospector sitting in a tub. And it don't have to have a lot of water in it, but we get a bunch of bubbles. There's a bunch of bubbles. And fucking getting that, my fucking knees up and scrubbing my back with the brush, with the cowboy hat, and the hair and the beard. I might wipe some dirt on me or something to make me look dirty. Bath time for Burgess. Oh, but I need this picture because I want to do this video and put the lyrics at the bottom of it. I just think the lyrics are going to make it. I think I'm going to put it on the podcast first when I interview Burgess, and then I'm going to make a channel for Burgess and put on the channel. Yeah. Sorry, I was blowing on the slide whistle because I had to look at the computer because the screen went black. I didn't expect it to go black so fast. Like, it's still recording. I wiggled the thing and it came back on. That's why I was blowing the slide whistle, because I was trying to. So if anybody has something they think would work for an old-timey prospector tub, like let's hook it up. Yeah. Yeah. Do that. I need the tub. I need water in the bubbles. I need somebody to take the pictures, and I gotta have feedback. You gotta take the pictures and then show them to me while I'm sitting in the tub, and I'll be like, okay, do this, because I got it envisioned, you know, where it's gonna be the top, and then there's gonna be the tub. It might cut off the tub itself a little bit. Well, that'd fuck it up, wouldn't it? I don't know, but I'm going to have a space at the bottom so I can put like 2 lines of lyrics at a time. And I'm just going to make pictures for each of the lyrics and make a video out of that. There's a much easier way to do subtitles, I know, but I don't feel like learning it. And I think doing it the shitty way will make it even more interesting. But anyway, I think that's a good thing to be the first thing for the Burgess Beardmore channel. Yeah, it uses I won't even tell you. You'll find out. Bath time for Burgess. It fucking turned out pretty fucking nice. I'll tell you what. So, hey, I was expecting and hoping to be excited this week. I wrote an email to the Bill Burr podcast, and I thought it was poignant but he did not read it on the day that he would have read it. If he would have read it from when I sent it, he did not read it. So that was a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, that's fine. I really wanted him to read it because then I could have like put that little audio clip on the podcast and been like, look, it's Bill Burr reading my email. Isn't that fucking great? Bill Burr's reading my email. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to do a thing where I'm going to act like Bill Burr reading the email as if he read it, just for fucking fun. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay. The big brain on Bill. Well, You know how many fucking times I've heard that? That's going to be your subject? Why the fuck would I read this? Come on. Oh, Pulp Fiction, the big brain on Brad, the big brain on Bill. I've heard it a million fucking times, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, what do you got to say? Longtime fan of your stand-up. I have also been listening to your podcast the last year or so. Good job. Thanks for the entertainment, you beautiful bastard. I like this guy. It's all right. It's a little over-flattering. You can settle down. Just settle down. You know. All right. Okay, so let's say. Hey, so you probably heard about Red Dye number 3 being banned. No, actually, I did not hear about Red Dye number 3 being banned. Good. I'm glad they're fucking banning it. Who gives a fuck, right? Yeah, exactly. Just what I said. Good. Get rid of that weird shit they put in our food. Right? Yeah, right. Get the fuck rid of it. Get all that shit out of there. Something about RFK. You say how he's all demonized. He used to always go on about how RFK was all fucking demonized by the left, but it's because he's fucking crazy. Anyway. Okay, where were we? Okay, red dye number 3 isn't important. It's the precedent it sets. It was shown to cause problems for rats when they were exposed to it before birth. It was shown to cause problems for rats when they were exposed to it before birth. They're exposed it to now before birth, like in utero. How the fuck do they even do that? And then continued to be exposed to it at 24,000 times the recommended amount. Why is there a recommended amount? What do you mean a recommended amount? A safe amount? Like what the fuck are they talking about there? And then continued to be, so they were exposed to it in the womb and then continued to be exposed to it after being born at 24,000 times whatever the fuck the recommended amount is. Okay, I'm with this guy. I understand what he's saying. I don't know that I'm believing it. I don't know where he's getting his facts. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but I think I understand what he's saying. 24,000 times as much every day. And the craziest part is the problem it caused in the rats was specific to the system of a rat and doesn't even apply to humans. Okay. So he's saying that the problem it caused in the rats doesn't even apply to humans. Oh, jeez. So, because that precedent has been set, they could ban anything. 24,000 times the safe level of anything would cause problems. Come on now. Bill, they could ban coffee if they decided to do so. How the fuck am I going to make my fucking cappuccinos? Come on now. I got to my Don't take my fucking cappuccinos away from me. They never fucking do that. They never fucking do that. Those fucking pansy ass. I don't know. I don't have a good Bill rant there. He could do something. Okay. So he says, sorry, I'm not explaining it very well. I don't know. I kind of got the gist of it. I didn't think you did too bad. The podcast, The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe, explains it much better. You can find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. I've never listened to The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. I've never heard of that before. It is the January 25th episode, number 1020, 1020. 1,000 podcasts? Jesus Christ, how often they put this fucking thing out? Jesus Christ, 1,000? That's a lot. If you did one every day for a year, that's like 3 years. So, oh my God. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's the January 25th episode, number 1020. Skip to 41 minutes in. So you skip to the 41-minute mark, apparently, and then you listen for 10 or 20 minutes. 10 or 20 minutes. What is it? What do you mean 10 or 20 minutes? Is it 10 or is it 20? What are you trying to do to me, guy? You want me to check out this thing? Yeah, whatever. And he says, I recommend you check it out. Well, I might. I probably won't. Oh, he goes on. He's got more. I have a request for you. I won't be going to the Big Apple to see you in Glengarry Glen Ross, but I love the movie. You can't go wrong with David Mamet. Yeah, if any of you don't know, I'm going to be on Broadway in New York Broadway, on Broadway, Big Billy on Broadway. You ready for this ginger ass for Glenross? I'm going to be in the fucking Broadway. I'm really excited about it. I'm out there in New York right now. It's fucking great. Okay, so if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so what does he say? He says, what parts are you and the other well-known actors playing? Like, compared to the movie, are you playing Jack Lemmon's part, or Ed Harris's, or Al Pacino's, or who? Well, you named 3 specific ones, so I'll answer you those 3 specific ones, okay? In reference to the movie that you're most familiar with. Okay, are you Kieran Culkin? You probably know him from Succession. This fucking guy's great. He's amazing at what he does. He does he's great. He plays Al Pacino's part. Okay? So you got Kieran Culkin being Al Pacino's part. Like, how good would that be to see? Okay, and guess who plays Jack Lemmon? Bob Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk is playing Jack Lemmon on Broadway. And I am playing the part that Ed Harris played in the movie. Fucking bald guy typecasting. Fucking horseshit, right? Anyway, it's a good part. I've been enjoying it. It's meaty. I think I kind of like acting, actually. It's wonderful. I really like it. Wait. Okay, I explained it all there. And he goes on. I know I could just Google it. Yeah, why didn't you just fucking Google it? Jesus Christ. But I'd much rather hear you lay it out on your podcast while you sit in your car like a maniac, talking into the windshield with people walking by, like, is that man all right? I think he has a disability, dear. Just keep walking. Yeah, I used to do the podcast in the car because I didn't have any place else to fucking record. I had to get away, so I'd sit in the car. So yeah, but not right now. Right now I'm in an apartment in New York. And he goes, anyways, thanks a lot there, Bulging Billy Butternuts. I don't know about that one. And of course, go fuck yourself. So did not. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I've got another thing. I donated to NPR once, kind of just to have them. Well, I felt like donating to them once. All right, it was December of 2020. How long ago was it? It was a long, cold, pandemic winter. It was a long, cold, pandemic winter. It was a long, cold, pandemic winter. And in December, I decided to donate $75 to NPR. To NPR. Donate $75 to NPR, and you do it online, and you can type something in, and they fucking read it on air. Okay, so I basically made a joke. Okay, December 2021, I did a thing online, and then waited, and then this happened on the radio, and I recorded it.
Iowa, and here is his comment. He was introduced to Radiolab about 5 years ago, and he says, I freaking love Radiolab, especially the old Jad and Robert days. KIOS is about the only thing I listen to in the car. I leave it on for my doggo when he's home alone. Shout out to my boy Starky Stark. If my dog ever gets serious about his acting career, he will start going by Stark Wahlberg.
Oh my goodness, wonderful! I've actually I've seen some tape of his dog now. Now his dog's no Rin Tin Tin, but I'll tell you what, he's a good Benji.
Oh, is he?
He's a good Benji. Yeah, the dog's got range.
Yeah, well, he got on at KIOS.org and made his new pledge.
Well, it was just that simple. The KIOS.org.
Yeah, now I keep getting things in the mail all the time. Well, not all the time, but often enough. It's like, man, if I want to send you more money, I'll send you more money. I don't know. It's a drop in the bucket. It's a drop in a bucket for him, man. Anyway, okay, going back, Radiolab. Radiolab used to be flipping awesome. I couldn't tell you the exact years that I found it. What would have been? 2019. Yeah, like 2019 and earlier. There, it was Jad Applebaum and Robert Crowley, and it was like kind of this younger Indian guy and this like older white dude, and they were so fucking good, and they just investigate all these crazy science topics and dive way into them, and it was so fun and entertaining and interesting and enlightening. Oh, and it's a shadow of its former self now. Like recent episodes, you got to go back to like 2019 or earlier and get the good Jad and Robert ones. Did you like my joke about the dog? Starky Stark. And he'll go by Stark Wahlberg. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't ready on the slide whistle for that one. I should have been right on it. All right, so we're gonna... Oh, hold on. Keep the slide whistle handy. Hold on, just bear with me. Let me get a sip of this whiskey here. Let me get a little sip of whiskey and a drink of water. Sip of whiskey. Oh, Jim Beam Black. Drop the cap. Drop the cap. I got it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I got it. And then a sip of water. You ready? The last of that particular, that finished off that water bottle right there, but that's okay. A little bit of nicotine. Fuel ourselves up because we got something to get into here. Oh my goodness. Are you ready for movie time? Is it? Could it be? Could it be? Is it movie time? Is it movie time? It's movie time. All right. Okay, so first, Saturday night, the movie that's basically about the first episode, the film up to the beginning of the first episode of Saturday Night, the movie. And it happens, oh god damn it, I left my email on. I got a fucking email. What? It's fucking crazy, man. It's a LinkedIn one. The last time an email interrupted my podcast because I forgot to close my email, it was also a LinkedIn email. I do not get that many of them, but they do come in as a spam. I should click unsubscribe to that shit. Anyway, the movie Saturday Night, I didn't recognize a lot of people out of it, but it was really good. A decade or so ago, I bought the first like 4 seasons of Saturday Night Live, so I'm really used to seeing like the Chevy Chase and Gilda Radner and Lorraine Newman and Jane Curtin. That was the one and John Belushi. I'm used to seeing all them young, and so it was really neat. It was really neat because the actors, like, there's only a couple actors I recognized out of this, but the people that they chose to play them, they did such a good job with them. And it's all very, like, I don't know. It's like it's the movie, but it's, like, leading up to the thing, but the thing doesn't happen. I don't know. So the moments are just I don't know. But, like, the guy that does Chevy Chase is really good. It's an excellent young Chevy Chase. The Dan Aykroyd guy is really fucking good. All 3 of the girls, Gilda Radner, Jane Curtin, Lorraine Newman, all excellent. Everybody was really good at it. Lorne Michaels really wasn't in front of the camera, so I don't have a reference point from him. But the people I recognize from it, Nick. I'm drawing a blank on his name now. The guy that played Greg in Succession. Have you guys seen fucking Succession? Watch Succession. Watch Succession if you have HBO Max. Succession. Fucking watch it. Greg, the nephew Greg. Nicholas Brown. I fucking knew it earlier, but I can't think of it now. Anyway, he plays 2 parts. That guy. I should really look this up. Do I still have the browser open? No, I don't still have the browser open. Nick something. Greg the Egg from Succession. he plays both Jim Henson and Andy Kaufman, right? And Andy Kaufman is himself playing the foreign character the whole night, and he does the Mighty Mouse thing at one point, but he's the guy that does the Mighty Mouse thing all night. He's in character. So that's who Andy Kaufman is, but he plays Andy Kaufman, and he plays Jim Henson's really good too. I don't know. Yeah, that was, and the only other person I recognized in it was J.K. Simmons. Fucking, Whiplash? Have I mentioned fucking Whiplash? That movie with the drums. You remember them drums? Oh, them drums. Yeah, you should listen to the soundtrack too. J.K. Simmons. Fucking, well, at least I cracked myself out. But on the drums. Ah, you suck. Get the fuck out of my studio. You come back when you want to be a real drummer, when you got some soul in it. Well, let me show you. I'm not leaving. I'm still going. And that's Whiplash. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So J.K. Simmons plays Milton Berle, and it's fucking hilarious. It's especially listen to Gilbert Gottfried. It's pretty well known that Milton Berle had a fucking huge member and was not afraid to fucking whip it out. So when he did, it's fucking J.K. Simmons, man. Anyway, it was a good movie. It was fun. It was really fun. All the people did an excellent job. Like the guy that did Jim Belushi was really good too. I mean, you only got to see one side of Jim Belushi, really. Well, a couple, maybe two, but it wasn't. It was he was just weird the whole time, which is probably how it really went. I don't fucking know. What the fuck do I know? I watched The Dead Don't Die. Jim Jarmusch. Remember, I've talked about some Jim Jarmusch movies before. This one, I was like, man, I need to watch that. I've never seen that. And as soon as I started watching it, I was like, I've fucking seen this. It's just so forgettable. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. It's interesting. I don't know. It's just too deadpan. It's just overly deadpan and too self-referential. And if they played that Sturgis Stillhill, whatever, there's a theme song, a country song, The Dead Don't Die. The dead don't die. They're still hanging around in heaven looking at you and I, or whatever the fuck it says. But that song, I think it's Sturgis Simpson. Sturgis Sturhill. Sturgis Buttfuck. I don't know. Nothing against Sturgis. Hey, sorry, Sturgis. I don't know who the fuck you are. But The Dead Don't Die. It's interesting. It's fun, but it's just so fucking forgettable. I completely forgot that I watched it. I watched it again. It had Bill Murray and I always want to say Adam Driver, yeah. Adrian Brody and Adam Driver. I get them confused sometimes. Sorry, guys. But yeah, the Adam Driver one. Yeah, Adam Driver's kind of annoying in it a little bit. Anyway, you can pass on that one. You ain't got to watch it. Oh, fuck. I watched this crazy one. Fucking crazy movie. Crazy movie? Two crazy movies? You got two crazy movies? Two crazy movies. We got two crazy movies. Oh. One is called A Different Man. And this has got that guy Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan's one of those. I've heard his name, but I've never seen him in anything when I knew it was him. So it was interesting seeing him in this. He plays a deformed guy. His face is all fucking deformed. Really deformed, like Elephant Man kind of shit. And so his life is just kind of difficult because of that. He's a nice enough guy, but he's all deformed. And then there's this gal that moves in an apartment next door, and she's nice to him. It's kind of nice. I don't know why she's being so fucking nice. But he basically falls for her, but she's with somebody, I don't know. But so he's just having a really hard time, and he's all deformed. Like Elephant Man. Nothing's going right. He's an actor. And so he goes to fucking to try to play people with deformities in any kind of gig he can get. And just fucking life is rough. Like, no luck with the ladies, no real friends, just fucking shitty, man. Just, I'm ugly. And I'm just a normal person, but I go out and everybody look, so he goes to his doctor for a thing, and the doctor's like, yeah, okay, we can put off this until then, and blah, blah, blah. And we just need to check this at some point. He's like, hey, there's this experimental thing. It'll probably cure you. You might get it, you might get the placebo, but I think you should enroll in it. And so he does, and it works. And all the fucking shit ends up peeling off his face, kind of like horror movie-ish. Ah! Spoilers, by the way. I'm just going to go with spoilers on this one. I don't, skip ahead if you want, because you don't want spoilers if you're actually going to watch it, but I don't know that you're going to watch it. I think you're just going to listen to me talk about it. Probably the next one, too. So, anyway, now he's fucking this handsome dude. And he's awkward, still kind of awkward. And so in this time that's passed, while that was happening, this girl wrote a play about him, basically, and she's casting for it. So he goes and applies, and when he got the surgery, they gave him like a mask of his original face, so he'd have something to compare to, because they were going to do like before and afters, but they're like, we don't need this, and they put a thing on it, and they're like, here's a mask of your old face. So he's got like a pretty good mask of what he used to look like. This is fucking weird. This is fucking crazy. I wish I could tell you who directed it or about anybody else in it. I didn't know this guy. I just recognized his name, Sebastian Stans or whatever. But there we go. The Mac went dark, and I moved the mouse thing so that it opened back up, and then it was acting weird, like there was a lag on the record, and I was like, is the record fucked up? Just for a minute. Anyway, so he goes and auditions wearing the mask. He auditions for the part of himself in this play wearing the mask, and then he ends up getting the part and hanging out with the girl and kind of having the girl, and everything's going okay for him. And then this other deformed person comes by. There's just this fucking swinging dick guy. And this guy don't fucking let his fucking elephant man deformed face ruin his life at all. He's having a good old time and he ends up, it becomes that he takes over his part in the play because it's more realistic because it's not a mask. And dude, I don't know. It's like this guy had this deformity. He had this issue, and so he thought that everything he couldn't get was because of it. And then the issue was removed, and then he still couldn't get anything he wanted, and he couldn't do anything. And then there was this other guy that had the same issue and didn't have no problem getting what he wanted. It's just, I don't know. It's a fucking weird movie, man. Fucking weird movie. It was good. Okay. So recap, Saturday Night is on Netflix currently. I think The Dead Don't Die was on Netflix too. A Different Man, I believe, was on Max, I think. And then Emilia Perez was on Netflix. I was gonna watch a movie. I wanted to like not have one from one of my lists and just pick something. And it was like what do you say? Cartels and Oscars and LBGTQ, whatever. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. It turned out to be a musical, man. I was not expecting that. I almost didn't make it through it. I'm kind of glad I got, because the second half of the thing is actually pretty fucking good, but it's it's a little bit to get there. Oh my goodness. Did not expect it to be a musical. Oh, and by the way, half of it's in Spanish with subtitles. Literally half of it's in Spanish and half it's in English. It might even be more than half in Spanish. And it's a musical. I don't know. It was interesting, like in the cartel, the dangerous stuff, and I'm not going to give you too many spoilers on this. Like I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know that you're going to watch it. Like it's it's a musical, having some Spanish. There's a person that goes through a major change, and then there's the whole second half of the movie. Oh man, the cartel bosses, they're fucking scary people. But then they're singing to you a little bit, and then you're singing. I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't know what the fuck to think of it. Like the second half of it was pretty good, but like I don't know. I don't know how you do it if it wasn't a musical, but I don't know what to say. It's kind of like the Spanish parts where it's got the words on the screen. So I don't know. It was almost like opera or something where they're, in Italian, like, I don't know. And then I have no idea. It was a fucking weird movie. It was surprisingly good. I almost quit a little before halfway through. I took a break to go smoke a cigarette, and then I almost didn't start again. I was like, well, we'll give it a few more minutes, and then it just kind of hooked me again. There was one point that was kind of rough to get. It's like, that's a lot. That was a lot. That was very surprising. I don't know. Emilia Perez, that's something. You can watch it if you want to. I should have just done a version with spoilers, but man, I don't even have an Emmy to tell the fucking story. It's a lot of work. I think that's the end of the podcast. What? Already? Are you sure there's not something you're forgetting? There's got to be something you're forgetting. There's got to be something you're forgetting. Nope. This has been another edition of the Doug Caster.